Good. Hello, Sir Stu. Hello, Freddie. Okay, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody for Thursday night's live stream with myself and my B36. Tonight's episode, we're going to get the wings all foiled now. For Stuart, I want to show you, Stu. God love you, buddy. Thank you for coming on my channel here. It's my B36 Peacemaker. It's all been foiled down using aluminum foil tape. And I want to get the wings going. Get them all foiled down. Yeah, ahoy there, Freddie. You feeling okay, Freddie? No worries now, Stu. This is my home now. As you can see, this is my whole room. This is all me. My peace, the security, and constitution is completely at rest. All I do is just build models and entertain you great fellas. And I'm having the time of my life right now. I'm having a wonderful time now. And like I say, you know, I pray to God to show me the way because things are really getting bad for me. And he pieces works. And I got Jesus all over the place in here. I got Freddie sent me Jesus with his arms spread over there to me. I love you, Jesus. And I got Jesus above my bed over here, and he protects me all the time. So I'm pretty good. So I'm pretty well protected in this room and very very happy, happy. Yes, it sure is, but that thing's a beast, all right. God. Let me show you something. I gotta get the video up for this thing here. Freddie gave me sent me this B29 along with the B36. Here's the B29, and that's the wing. It shows you both same scale. B29 has a wingspan of 141 feet and something inches. The B36 has a wingspan of 225 feet. And just to show you how big that wing is, that's just a wing against the B29. This is the Enola Gay, the one that dropped the bomb on Japan. And it's done with dull aluminum. Freddie and I, we like dull aluminum in our models. It depends on how you want to do it. And I'm loving this B29. And soon I'll be getting a B24 to my collection. And yeah, this is wonderful. I love this B29. And it'll be final build for that tomorrow. I'll set it over here. Okay. I like them big, Stu. Stuart, are you working on anything, sir? You feeling a little better, Freddie? That's good. I told you, buddy, you'd be feeling good. Like I say, it goes throughout your whole body, and it goes to the last possible place. Go, like I say, you were breathing kind of heavy yesterday, and it'll go away. You're too healthy. Yeah, I love that Wessex, that Westland Wessex chopper. Reminds you of the Sea King. It may be the same thing. I don't know. But I do have the Airfix 1/72nd scale Sea King kit that I got. I think about that. Oh Lord, about 6 years ago. It's in my storage right now. Boy, I'm sure glad you're on my channel, Stu. I always think about you all the time, buddy. You're in my heart. Freddie's in my heart all the time, and I'm very happy. Okay, we're feeling the B36 wing here. I'm trying to find out how what kind of a pattern I can put on this thing here. Following the Okay, it's time to get busy here. Right. All right, here we go. Let me get this back off this thing. Okay, good. I got it now. Okay, here we go. burnish away like you did last summer. When you put on long strips like this, always pull the backing out, back and burnish it out as you go along. You want to put no crinkles in it, though. They do simulate a lot of stress. Like I say, when you're burnishing up this tape like this, always use a plastic on a Sharpie. You don't want to do this using metal on here. Like I told you before, if you use metal on like it, it'll leave a big black mar on there and will not come out. A wood dowel works good too, or a piece of plastic like on the Sharpie pen I got right here. Hey Freddie, that B24. Is there a window masking set that comes with that kit too? If not, I can go ahead and use my Tamiya tape here that I have. Where the heck did it go to? Yeah, right here. Got so much stuff around here. I need to clean my workstation off. Just roll back that mask, the back end of the tape. Wonderful. Okay. Just follow the paddle lines, just like this. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Out in the market, fellas, about 2 B36s out there that I know. Is reissue in 1956. Revell B36 they did. And also the, I think Rode made one. 144 scale. Either 144 scale is a big airplane. What the hell is that from? Gosh darn it. Pick up some wood chunks and things. I should have put it on some clear glass. Okay. All righty. Yeah, Stu, you know, if you want to, you, like I told Freddie and everybody, and Tony and William, everybody who's been watching the channel, been following this build, if you want a good metal finish, this is the ultimate goal for it. But it did nothing's better than this. You just got to follow the panel lines to do it right. With a good sharp number 11 blade, it cuts like a dream. You can make this stuff work like as if it was prefabricated. One thing good about the using real metal in this thing here, it replicates the real metal work. I'm going to show you something, Stu. Oh boy! Look at it, you can see how different shades of the way the light hits it. You can see how the different shades, how the aluminum paneling stands out. See, it's like it's dark right here and shiny here. This kit has good oil canning to it. You can see how the panels stand out. Most authentic. And guess what? It's like M&M's candy. None of your hands, Ma. You'll get no chocolate or no metal on your hands or nothing. Okay, let's see here. See how this tape here overlaps this engine SL? This is called following the panel lines. Just follow the panel lines. Can't go wrong. Okay, here we go here. I'll come over here and do this. Now, I'll come over here and brush this out like so. Let's follow the panel lines. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, I can see myself clearly on that wing. I can actually shave. All I need is a shaving brush and a razor blade. I can shave off this wing. How's my leg out here? Oh, it's over there. Come out, wherever you are. Come out, my buffing rag. Eat a bit over here. See how the paneling is changing here? Magic. Okay. Now we'll go to the now we'll see what else I gotta go now. Try to find out. It's good there. Right there. Yeah. Okay. Follow Yellow Brick Road. That's called it handles. Can't go wrong. No, Stu, I started this process about 40 years ago. No, no, no. Yeah, about 40 years ago. I had a Monogram DC-3, 148 scale. Eastern Airlines was a livery on that kit. You guys probably pretty familiar with that model. I know Freddie is. You too, Stu. You know it. And I used to do heat and air conditioning work. I used to be an installer, work for Airtron, and also work with Camera Heat and Air Conditioning, Nesters. I was a serviceman for a long time. I did about 14 years of heat and air conditioning. I did all the duct work. I still got a lot of my air conditioning tools, like a brake and a shear. All my tools I've got, and we use this on duct work. You guys probably pretty familiar with that by seeing this tape on there. Especially using duct board or 22 gauge aluminum metal for trunk lines and stuff you use. And one day I got about 5-6 rolls of this thing around here. Most of it's in storage. I got the DC-3 out once. So you know something? This stuff was like foil, except the hard work was done for me. I had to worry about using adhesive sprays or such. Stuff like this. This stuff really had sticking to it anyway. I pulled a DC-3 one time. Boy, that thing came out sweet. Good benefit about this thing serves two benefits. It gives you authenticity of real actual aluminum that's applied on the actual real aircraft, and it's amazingly strong. You can drop your model, it will not break. The only things that will break on it is like landing gear or propellers, or maybe you got a canopy, it's plastic or something like that on it, it'll pop off. But the structure itself in general was strong. Plus a bit of weight to it too. I picked up my fuselage a while ago before I started the video. That thing was cold because it's real metal on here. And it's metal will not come off on your rag or nothing. It's amazing stuff. It lasts for years. I'm sold on it. Okay, we got 4 watching and 1 thumbs up. My favorite subscribers. You got Stu and Sir, we got Sir Stu and also Sir Freddie. Couldn't ask for a better host of friends. Okay. Oh, yeah. You gotta follow the panel lines all the time. I do right here. I'm like Freddie, Stu. I work about 5, 6, 7 at a time, and I'm all over the map. I got working on balsa models and trying to get that piece out of there so I can pull it back. There. following a line, you just go, but you butt up to this, and you butt up to this, just keep it going. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. I'm going to turn this off now. Well, I get it already. That's good. I'll turn that paddle line up. Okay, now. That stuff picks up all kinds of recesses. It does. It's as if it was paint. As if it was paint. Well, those B36 are a pretty good airplane. Like I tell Freddie and everybody else do, I used to see these things all the time at Kirkland Air Force Base in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We lived right next to the airport. See, before we went to I think we were going to Japan. And we had to wait for the ship to come in. So we were ordered to stay in the Air Force housing until the ship come in. Then we took a train all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Alameda Naval Air Station. And there on, we took a MST ship, APA USS Barrett, General Barrett. Our house was probably about, I don't know, the edge of the runway, the land, about 300 feet. And our house is right at the edge of the airport, where the runway where they land at. And these B-36s, when they flew over your house, they're about 20, 30 feet above your house. You hear that boom, and the person in the house starts shaking. And my mother used to have knickknacks on the wall, and she used to grab the knickknacks. And Mom, after this B-36 flies over, I got a check for you. You have to worry about losing your knickknacks anymore. The darn airplanes, I hate this place. They come over and wreck all my knickknacks and stuff. Don't worry, I got a solution to that, Mom. So what are you going to do? As it flew over, I tied it up on the ceiling right there. It gimbaled on there. That way, so we were living in Quonset huts, Air Force housing. They're all olive drab. The Quonset huts are really nice in there, but she had them against the wall, and they were like this. They vibrate. So I used the geometric of the curvature of the Quonset hut. I just took a string, hung up a shelf, and it just gimbaled like this. But it flew over, they never fall off. She kind of liked that. I just kind of used proper science into it, how to make it work. But they're loud. They shake the house. Another airplane's really loud too. The C-124 Globemasters. They fly whoa right over the house, and house is shaking. Now C-119 boxcars, they get a little loud too. Those B-25s weren't too bad. They used B-25s back in those days. They're more or less used as VIP planes. Some kind of auxiliary plane. Not very many are laying around. They've about really got rid of them back then. But I'm talking about 1956. But yeah, these things are extremely loud. These old B-36s were. They had that usual sound they had. I'll be at school. I'll just hear, well, it's like another B-36 coming in for a crash. Sure enough, they're coming in smoking. Yep. The model of the B-36 is 6 turning and 4 burning. Actually, it's 3 smoking and 4 burning and 5 turning. These things were designed for high altitude. And I think all high altitude, you get inside the intercoolers and they kind of freeze things up. The engines overheat, they catch fire. They say the B-36 is a very docile airplane to fly, almost like that of a glider. Well, I can see that, how long the wings are this thing's were. He foamed down the runway. Never see him coming in a belly. He's coming bigger landing, like nothing. All of a sudden, everybody starts running out of the airplane and foam down the back of the engines. This is, man, these things are, they must have got some problems. B-36s, wish they did. I think the B-52 more or less phased out this airplane a lot. B-52 and C-130 Herky Bird is probably the it's probably one of the oldest airplanes the Air Force has got today because it built that well. By 1961, they phased out the B-36. They didn't use it anymore. I'll tell you another beautiful airplane they should have kept was that B-47 the Stratojet. That's a beautiful airplane. There's only about one or two out there. I know Revell made one. Hasegawa made the other one too, 1/72 scale. I got one of those in my stash in Ohio. Got to get that stuff out as fast as I can. I can't afford to not pay $500-600 a month for storage, but I can't afford to lose everything I got in there too. That's my whole life is in that thing. Yeah. Yep. Well, that was a good cut right there. I got that big blister I got burnt over too. Alrighty. Here we go. Big blister. But good. That stuff goes over blisters, everything like this. Like right here, just got to burnish it out. You can't be bashful. It tastes amazingly strong. It'll take a heavy burnishing, anything, just work that stuff out. And the rub, get a good polishing burnish on the blisters. There we go. I just cover the flats, and leading edge. Top wing's done. That's how we does it, guys. Can we foil this wing for this B36? Yes, we can. I gotta do it. That stew is ready. Okay, I'll set this aside, clean up my mess. Keep the work area good and clean. Take about a 5-minute break and I have a nice talk to everybody. Face to face, instead of airplane to face. Yeah, take a break here. Yeah. Now I got both those airplanes in my storage. I got the Monogram 148 scale B58 Hustler. Man, now that would look good natural metal like I'm doing on this B36. No mistake about it. Yeah, like I say, mine makes that B29 that Freddie gave me over there. That's the only one I did with. I think I used spray and plate on that. And no, I use Aerogloss dope. Aerogloss dope, I mix it with lacquer thinner. Salvary aluminum it was. But from now on, I do all metal aircraft. I use that foil tape right there. Can't go wrong with that stuff. I'll tell you, if you want a realistic finish, that's it. Here's this extra teaser, little teaser right here for you guys. Come here, wherever you are, you big cigar. If you're big enough, I'll smoke you. There we go. Now, see how those panels on there? You see how they represent different shades? Look at that. Just like a real one. It's built like a real one, except it's out of plastic. Can't go wrong. I think Tony or William said, "We're going to do with that thing, Frank. We get done with it." Well, I'm going to hang it up at the High School of Modeling up there next to my Messerschmitt 262 Swallow, my B-17 Flying Fortress, my RV-6 Constitution. I got plenty of room here to hang these bad boys up. Yeah. Now, when you put decals on these things, you always can give a little, take a little brillo pad. Say this is a little brillo pad. Just scuff up a little area like that, not too much, just enough for the perimeter for that decal to stick, because it don't stick with the same thing with paint. This cross here is supposed to be like a dark aluminum color, like a matte aluminum. But I'm not going to go there. I'm going to think of natural aluminum. If I was going to go ahead and do that route, I'll go ahead and mask this off with tape and scuff this up and airbrush it. They got a B36 at Wright Pat Air Force Base Museum. I used to live in Ohio. I went there and they got one in there. That thing takes out the whole museum. And you got all kinds of aircraft around like that. They're dwarfed because this thing is so big, you know. You look way up there, it's about, I see a thing underneath the wing is probably about a good 20, 25 feet above the ground. And those tires come up to here on me. The big tires. Now, the first tires that the landing gear on the carriage that they used on the B36 when it first came out, they weren't bogie style, this regular. And them things were 100 and something inches in diameter, huge. They're bigger than a man. We found out that things were very weak, support that much integrity and strength on the B36. They went to the bogie style system. A lot of power, Stu. You got to have 4 burning and 6 turning. Just get the thing off the ground, because it took it took more than 2,000 feet of runway to get a B36 off the ground. And when they started putting those these J47 General Electric engines they use on them, they stuck outside the engine pods. I gave it an extra takeoff. That's what you only use them for. They use them just for extra, like jet assist takeoff. That's more or less what they use them for. So they get off the ground a lot quicker, you know. Then when the plane was airborne, the turbo jet motors, they did the rest. They floated the ship and just killed the engines. Now, if they had a problem with engines burning, catching fire, 1 or 2 started giving them problems, then they switch on 100% on the jets and fire up the jet engines to supplement the loss of the 2 engines. I don't know, I've been listening on the news lately. They assassinated that Charlie Kirk guy. It's terrible. Makes you kind of wonder what this world's coming to. It might be the end of time we're all witnessing. I hope not. I pray to God to get rid of this evil in this world so everybody start loving each other and be good. God's got a plan for that too, guys, so I don't worry too much. I'm pretty safe here. I ain't going nowhere. I got Jesus in here, you know. He protects me, keeps me on my toes. I've been going to church a lot. I got a right to go to church. I haven't gone to church in many years, so I got to pay back Jesus for what he's done to me. He gave me my home, kept me from going out in the streets. Like you say, still, you know, on your video, I still got it. And it touches my heart. You say, well, when you go down, we get rock bottom. The only way to do is just go up. And it is. It works. I don't care what anybody says. I believe in Jesus. And Jesus works with miracles through people. That's the only way it works. Because everybody doesn't understand the miracles of God. God is like a stamp on a model airplane, Monogram, 1980. The stamp on us is called your conscience. So God always puts a little trademark on there called your conscience, instilling right from wrong. Because I think of other people besides myself. You got to think of other people too. You got to think of yourself too, also though. But I always think of other people. Like Freddie worries me whether he got COVID now. He's getting better. It makes me feel better. I'm praying every night that he gets better. And it seems like the pill starting to work. He'll be okay in a couple of days. He'll be dancing and romancing, always on the go with old Mexican Joe. In no time. I want to get him building those models again so he can keep his mind going on models and everything. He's like me. I want to tell you something, Stu. I thought I was good with the collections I've got. Freddie and I will always talk all the time on Facebook, and we share each other's thoughts and stuff, and the love of modeling. And he snaps up a couple snippets of his stash. I look at his stash and what he's got in the storage. It's my God, it's a hobby shop. That's not a house; it's a hobby shop. I'm not kidding, Stu. Between what I have and what Freddie's got, let's go to Freddie and Frankie's hobby shop. It's got everything there but RC stuff. I mean, he's got models galore. He's been very good to me, Stu. He's given me a lot of models lately, and I'm gonna give him a lot of stuff I had too, so I get my stuff out of storage because it's not right to him give me a lot of stuff, but he gets nothing in return, And I promised him a Gold Fox, which he'd be getting, also an F3F to boot, and I got some other stuff too he may be interested in, and all vintage stuff. I mean, he's got these all these shelves packed full of models on the ground, on the shelf, on top of the shelf. He's got another one adjacent to it. Same thing. Plus all the things he has in storage. Lordy. Man. This is my God. Boy, I thought I was good. That's a lot of money. I mean, he's got a lot of money invested in stuff. We all know models are not cheap anymore. And we all pay the expense of buying these things, and they're very expensive. Especially nowadays. We talk about Kmart a lot, though. The old Kmart. I think the oldest thing I've got in Kmart that I have. My only mistake I made when Kmart was business. I should have bought all those TBD Devastators, the torpedo bombers he had, and those P61 Black Widows, a bunch of Comet kits. I've got a Comet kit here I'm working on. I just not finished the fuselage. That's the oldest kit I got from Comet right here. From Kmart. I think I paid, what, 98 cents for this thing? And for 98 cents, you got a lot of airplane. I've got the fuselage all covered. This is the Stetson SR7 Reliant Gold Wing. I'm going to airbrush this thing nice and blue with nice right trim on it, everything. I'm going to put about 4 strands of 1/8 rubber that thing, and it's going to hit the clouds. And I got this flying bathtub on get on the wings now. This is gonna fly real good. The old flying bathtub. We'll put about 5 cans of rubber in this thing. This thing really head for the clouds and flies. Go Kmart. I wish Kmart still was in business though. I think Walmart about thins them out. I found this laying around. Came from McDonald's. The old hamburger. I use that with my models, and stuff. My daughter gave it to me. She said, "Remember this, Daddy?" Oh my God, Megan! I bought that for you when you were just a little baby. That's got to be what 46 years old. She says, "It is, Dad. I had it all the time. You can have it now." So, you had this all those years? She says, "Yeah." Kind of maybe a little misty eyed right there. I'll tell you one thing. I went in Walmart one time to get a pair of work shoes. Only thing I don't like about that place is the people in it. A lot of these people don't have no moral compasses or nothing. I was there one day, like I say, getting a pair of work boots, going to work in. And I'm talking probably about how long ago? About 20 years ago. Around 20 years ago, and I saw this kid sitting on the floor eating a box of cereal. I think 20 years ago, not too many people had cell phones back in those days. And her mother was sitting there watching her eat cereal. And I didn't say nothing because none of my business, but if that was me doing that, I got my keister warned by my father. He'd take that belt out and give it a crack. He says, "Drop your door, son." Whap, 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 and spank, 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 spank when I got home. Of course, I would do it in the first place. I'm more civil than that, but it wasn't the kid's fault. It's the way he was raised. That's the problem nowadays. These kids that don't, they have no parental guidance anymore. No father in the house to kick the rear end, keep them in line and stuff, take them fishing and stuff, and do stuff like good fathers do. And what got me so mad when I seen that, I think the mother seen me walk in there, and she took the box of cereal and pulled the box and stuck it right back there where the cereal's at, where they're selling. Now, when I seen that, that's when I stepped in. I said, "Ma'am," said, "you forgot something." "Oh, well, I forget." I took that box of cereal, she opened up, and I put it inside her cart. It says, "That's not right." And she looked at me like, who am I supposed to tell her it ain't right? It's not right. I said, "Ma'am, how would you like to go to the store and buy something like this and somebody got into it? Would you like that?" She said, "No, I wouldn't." Either will the person would have bought that box of cereal. And she just looked at me and just kind of walked off. That's a problem this world today we have. These kids have never been said no to. And the first authoritative person they come across that says no to them is a police officer. And they do not like police officers. And they think we are the blue meanies. And they're not blue meanies. They're there to enforce the law. Right's right and wrong is wrong. A lot of these people understand nowadays the foundation to maintain a healthy society always starts at home. And it says the Bible. I got it right behind me. I'll read the Bible every night before go to bed. It says, spare the rod and spoil the child. When you don't give a kid a little spank, 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 that kid's going to get away with everything. You spare the rod, and that kid's going to give you problems. That kid will be short-lived the rest of his life. I'm very honored and very happy that I was born in 1945, right at the end of the World War II, and I lived what's left of the 1940s, and I lived in the 1950s. I come from the most greatest generation in the world, and so do you, Stu. Your father probably fought in the Second World War too, and I know Freddie's dad comes from my generation. He's a World War II baby boomer like I am, and he come from a great generation. We all come from great generations. We were taught right from wrong, and yeah, you got to discipline your kids. You got to, you don't beat them, you just let them know. Time the spanking comes in is when they don't. You give them a warning and they don't heed that warning. That's when you give them a flogging. But after that, from there on, you just more or less let them get by, and pretty soon they get out of control. Okay, I'll go over here and finish up this wing. Alrighty then. Okay, what we'll do here, we'll fill this here. We get the flaps all covered now. I'll be able to get 2 flaps here. Oh, okay, Stu. I thought your father was World War II, but he came from a great generation, buddy. He sure did. Man, getting on base here. Yeah, right on base now. Just got the new red tape out and burnt out real good. And I got made here, Stu. I got my bed right behind me. I'm pretty happy. I got all my needs, everything I need. And like I say, things got really bad in Ohio. Twice I lost my home, I lost somebody in my family, After losing my wife Ruthie, that really hurt a lot. My poor brother Michael, I'll tell you. That poor guy. Twice I lost my home because of progress. That trailer was something else. I've never lived in something like that in my whole life, you know. A lot of people say, God, Frank, how you live in a place like this? And it beats the streets, boys. It beats the streets. I couldn't find a house nowhere. You know, one guy lied to me about that house right there. That was my dream house right there. I was gonna have some fun. I was offered to fix that place up for the guy and everything. No, instead he got a foreigner guy that came across here and he gave it to him because he wanted to get he raised he knew he meant that guy get more money out of him than he got out of me. You know, I was really mad. I got a gazump, what do you call it? I really got that really hurt my feelings. And that's why that's why I got really mad about that. That's why I turned around and slugged the guy. I should have done that. But Mr. Hand turned into Mr. Fish because I don't want people minding me like that. Ain't no sense in lying to nobody. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. You don't lie to people. If you fib like that, that's a flaw against your character. Yeah, thank you, Stu. God love you, buddy. My poor brother Mike, he died of lymphoma cancer and stuff, and he died a very bad death. You know, I mean, somebody scammed his Social Security. I said, Mike, where's your Social Security check at? I said, I'm trying to get it back. Now they stopped bringing money in there and everything else. I said, somebody scammed you. For 7 months, he didn't get it. When he finally died, it finally came through. I got the Social Security company and I told him, well, I said, you guys are a little bit too late, are you? So he got to answer the grave to my brother. Like I say, I believe in karma. Comes down, goes around. If you do bad to people like that, it'll come back on you. It may not come back on you now or next week, but in time it really will. When it does, oh well, you know. That's like the old saying, God will get you for that. Oh, okay, got that one flap done. We got another one in here. That's a good side there. Yeah, getting there. See how that metal changes, cut different colors, different hues, how light hits it. There you go, Stuart. What comes down goes around, brother. I'll tell you one thing. When you do something dirty like that, it comes back on you. I don't know how people could sleep knowing to do something like that to somebody. Some people don't have a conscience also. You know, they just trying to get that $90 somehow. You still with us, Freddie? Yeah. You got stuck. What happened to you, buddy? Okay. Okay, ailerons. Hey, GB Models, how you doing? Welcome to my live action stream on Thursday night. Right now, I'm getting the wings all foiled down on my B36. Welcome aboard. I'm glad you're here. And the way it does, GB, is here's something I'll show you here, buddy. I got the fuselage done. Let's wait, put the wings on. It's the B36 Peacemaker, 1/72 scale. As you can tell, it's a behemoth. She's big. Thanks, buddy. Are you working on anything right now? Hey, Matt, how you doing, buddy? Yes, she is. She's so shiny, you can shave off this thing. Get the wing done now. Yeah. Take a look at, see how different panels shine, some don't. That's what I love about this stuff here. It's all metal. The trick is you got to follow the panel lines on this thing. You see them pop up, cut off the excess tape, and just keep it going until it's done. Now for the leading edge. There we go. Oh, cars. Oh, yeah. The Airfix kit 124 scale Spitfire or Tamiya? Oh, yeah. Okay, one reply and it's all done. Then we go out of this else. Yeah. Buff, buff, buff away, buff away. Come over here. Yeah, wonderful. Now I've got topping all done, except got to go around his nacelles all done. There you go, guys. See how the metal reflects a little different shades? Can't go wrong with this stuff, but I tell you that. Man, this thing is massive. Massive, massive, massive. Huge, 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 huge. Intakes right here. Oh boy. You see the color of my hand on there. See how it reflects it? You can almost shave off this. Clean up a model shelf now. Take about a 5-minute break. Say that. I think I got enough tape left this roller here to do the rest of this wing. That I can get a fresh roll out. Check this, I'm trying to locate that roll. I'm quite sure I know I got about 4 or 5 rolls I'm not looking here. Okay. Oh, it's even right here. Ugh. This GB models. Let me show you, son. Like I told the boys, I used to do heat and air conditioning many years ago. I was in it for about 14 years as an installer for Airtron, Tanner Heat and Air Conditioning, and Nestor's Heat and Air Conditioning, and did my own business for a while. This right here is aluminum tape. We used to use that on trunk lines. After you take a trunk line, you make a trunk line, especially if it's regular fiber board or metal. We more or less use metal. We roll insulation and stick your trunk line top insulation. And you pull over the insulation, and you pop, 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 pop with the staples. You come over this stuff, brings it over. I got about 6, 7, 8 rolls of this stuff. You can buy this stuff at Home Depot, Ace Hardware. Sometimes General Dollar's got them, but smaller rolls. But you get the big rolls I got, they come up that thick. You know, time you the roll's about like that. Time you get it, it was about $6 or $7 a roll, and you can find those at the best locations, Home Depot, or go to Ace Hardware to get it because they're there. And I want to use this stuff now. It's like stuff like natural finish on the B36 or a B29 or a B24 or something that's shiny. You know, it supersedes this stuff like aluminum paint. Tamiya, all clads what they use and stuff. Those are good paints, though. They really are. But this right here, you want a good natural metal finish. You get the 100% real results of actually the real thing. I highly suggest and recommend get this stuff here. We use this stuff for duct tape. It's just, all it is. It makes it when you put it over your duct work or the seam when you join your seams over. Well, people take a look at it, it gives it a better job. It's more or less a cosmetic tape. But that regular duct tape uses gray. We shall know that. Once you pull your insulation over, you staple on there, you put your tape over it, and you put this on top of it. Oh yeah. I did a Monogram B17. I got it posted on B17 Workshop on Facebook. You'll probably see mine on there. It's an old Monogram kit. And I did that with this here too. It came out really good. Now, I first used this stuff years ago. I used to use aluminum foil and bought me a can of spray adhesive like this. Take the battery, turn it to your foil, and spray the back of it, and put it on your plane. Then one day, I got to thanking. About 40 years ago, I started out with a Monogram 148 scale DC3, and it had Eastern Airline livery on it. And I got to thinking, I wanted this stuff to work. It'll supersede Reynolds Wrap aluminum, kitchen aluminum. It's the same stuff. I go, I bet it will. So I experimented on a junk model. I said, man, this stuff works good. I'm going to use this from now on. It did. And from now on, I don't use aluminum, Reynolds Wrap aluminum kitchen foil. I use this stuff. What's good about the stuff, it's the same thing, except it's already pre-adhesive on it, and it's a lot more better than this stuff. The key of using this stuff is once you put it on your plane, this thing magnifies everything. You got blemishes on your plane, like panel lines, raised or recessed, it don't matter. It'll pick up on it. Then you cut your tape off and move the excess off. Then you put more tape next to it as you build up the town lines. Yeah, I can't go wrong, buddy. Well, Frankie Day will not steer you guys wrong. I've been using this stuff for years. And you can see the results here. That B36, how it's come to life. It was a silver gray plastic when Freddie gave it to me. And I told Freddie when I get it, I'm gonna go ahead and pour that thing off instead of using aluminum tape. Now this B36 I'm working on now is my second rodeo. The first one I got when it first came out back in 1980. I think I paid about $20 for it. Like I mentioned before, video number 2 is that back in the 1980 count here, during the 80s, the top shelf models were retailed at $20, and till in the mid 1980s, the $50 was actually a top shelf model. The most expensive model that there was in the 1980s was a Tester's 148 scale C130 Herky Bird. And that was a $50 kit because I never got one for Christmas. And I still got it. And yeah, but like on my first B36, I bought that from Archer's Hobby World out of Euclid, California. The Bob Archer, he's English. And it was wife, a lovely wife, wonderful wife. Her name was Amanda, a very beautiful lady she is. And he had a warehouse there, and it was the world's first mail order house. He had vacuum form kits you're not find in the hobby shops. He's got, and he's got a catalog flyer he sends out to you once a month, and you call him up, order this, either check or COD or money order. That's the only way he'll be able to accept it. So I had a COD order came over for the B36 when it came out, and he had something called liquid plate. Actually, Bob Archer and Bob Moore, those guys were actually innovators pretty much of everything. They created Nova vacuum form kits, and they created the formula of making spraying plate. Not spraying plate, it's called liquid plate. It had sealer on there and everything. So about 3 bottles of that, 1 bottle of shade 1, shade 2, and shade 3. And it came out very good. And when I finished that B36 out, it took me about 2 months to finish that thing. Matter of fact, it won third place at one at a model contest at the Los Angeles Convention Center. They had an IPMS model meet there. And I was the first one there about the B36. And one guy goes, he was kind of mad. He says, I don't know why you got third place. You should have got first in that thing. I says, well, you got judges out there they're kind of biased. They got people who they like or something. They scratch each other's back, and it don't matter. I enjoy when people look at it and say, wow, that is nice. That is nice. That's a piece of trophy any day of the week. And so I won third place on that. I brought it home, and I sat it on my coffee table out there. I came by, clipped the wing, thing went over, bam, hit the floor. No. Fuselage broke in half. 3 of the propellers busted. The landing gear was busted off. One of the stabilizers came off. Oh, God, Frank, all that work I put in this thing. What are you going to do? I said, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I was going to put it in the box, and I'll shelve it for a while until I get to it and make a project out of it, start over again. And matter of fact, I think I got what's that? That's probably still in my storage facility back in Ohio. And the love of Freddie, he sent me this one here, and I promised him that I'd go ahead and build it, and I'll cover it with this stuff here. So go to Ice Hardware. Hobby Lobby may have it. I think Hobby Lobby may have it. Try it there. I ain't too certain, but like I say about Hobby Lobby, ain't nothing that place don't have, And it's a modeler's dream. Their model selections kind of stink, but when it comes to supplies and stuff like that in general, I highly recommend going there. But yeah, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, maybe Michael's is gone, Fast Store, or maybe Hobby Lobby's gone. I see Jello Domino's got them, but they come with smaller rolls. But you want to get a big industrial roll like this, so you get this at Home Depot. That's why. That's where you go to get it. And, yeah, and can't go wrong with that metal tape. You can't. It's laborious, tedious, but very, very effective, as you can see. You can see different shades of the panels on there as the light hits it. Just like on a real thing. You see pictures of aluminum in an airplane. You see all those patches of aluminum like that. That's actually all the same aluminum, but just the way the light hits it, it reflects. It gives you like a mirror image. That's the same thing as those right here on this wing here. And you can tell it's flipping around. See how different shades come on it and everything? Boy, it's a big ass wing this thing's got. I got a vacuum form kit of this. It's by Nova. I think video number 5. That's the last live action I done. What stream I did. I mentioned the fellas I got one of these. I think I do. It should be in my shed in my storage facility. It's a Nova kit. Fuselage, I think it looks like a PVC pipe. It comes in 3 pieces. You got a vacuum form stern section of it and a vacuum form front section of it. It just glues onto the end of those tubes right there. The rest is just sheet vacuum form on there. You got white metal propellers, white metal undercarriage. And I never built that one. Now I got the old C-133 Weenie Wagon, the Cargo Master by Gene Hooker. I got one over right behind my one of my guitars back there. I may be starting on that, and I'll be covering with this tape here too. The old Weenie Wagon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, GB. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Stu, you still with us, buddy? Good old Stu. I'm sure happy that he's on tonight's show. I miss him a lot. He's finally getting back in the model building. He's been bogged down in his home. He hasn't had room to build and everything. And now he's back in getting the hang of things now, back to building, and I'm very happy for him. I'm happy that Freddie's getting better. He has COVID. He had COVID over a week ago. He was bad. He showed me the temperature he had. He had 101. Well, he was really a sick puppy. And I thought all that COVID stuff would be over with, but I guess I was wrong. Like I say, that's why I don't get around a bunch of people. I don't, you know. When that stuff first came to view, whew, I was really scared, you know. An old geezer like me gets that stuff, I'm a done cookie. But I know my brother and I have been around a lot of people who've had it. And I've been around about 5 people I know of that had it, and they were sick with it. They had it for a couple of days before they got really sick with it. They gave it to everybody where I worked at, except if it hit me and my brother, it did nothing to me. That's why I was very blessed. All those shots I got inoculations when I was a kid, and being in the Navy and military, all the shots I got. Anything that hits me goes to me like diarrhea. But right now, I can be careful because I'm 80 years old now, and I don't want to come down with that stuff. It'll finish me up for sure. That's good, Stu. You still here, buddy. That's great. GB Models, thank you very much. God bless you, sir, and thank you very much. I'm very, very deeply honored to you, and very warm heart that you're on my channel tonight for this live stream action. And very honored, and thank you very much. God bless you, and stay healthy. And we'll catch you on the next video, buddy. And we'll catch you on Facebook or YouTube somewhere. Okay, God bless you, buddy. Good night now. Thank you, sir. That's great. No Tony tonight. I think we had Matt who was here tonight. I think Matt, you still here with me, buddy? Are you working on your chopper right there, Stuart? That Wessex? That's a good kit. That's absolutely superb all the way. Okay, I'll be visiting you, GB. You take care of yourself and God bless you, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Well, guys, I think I'm going to expire too. And then tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and finish up this wing and start on the next one and go on till we get it done. And I'd like to thank Stuart. I'd like to thank Freddie. I'd like to thank Matt, JB Models, for being on here. A big honor to you guys. God bless you all, and thank you very much. And makes me feel good. I get some good fellows on my live stream, and I'll be headed your way on YouTube to see you guys are shaking. And like Stu always says, get kit crazy and start building, and just keep building, and I'll join you. Okay, Freddie, we'll get together on Facebook, buddy. I'm ready to close the video here. Come tomorrow night, Stu. We'll have another live action video with me. It'll be Friday night on the B36. We'll get this wing all done. We'll jump on the other one. Because I don't think I got enough tape left to finish up. I probably got this enough here to finish up the bottom on this right wing. And so I got to go and hunt up these extra rolls of aluminum. In other words, I'll be stuck in sand. Won't be able to finish this thing. I know darn well I got about 6 or 8 rolls I got with me somewhere. I will find them. Okay, we'll catch everybody tomorrow. Make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Be aware of your surroundings. Spend wisely. Like Sir Stu says, get kit crazy and build, and it'll soothe your cares away. It's good for your mental health, and it's good for everything. And God bless everybody. I love you fellas very much. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night. This is Frankie Day Models signing off. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. And God bless you all. And be good and say your prayers.